Hello, friends, subscribers, countrymen. I speak to you from a new world and a new mod pack. Back on Laerad again. Behold our beautiful village and the many, many slime trees that I've planted for reasons that I will go into later. Not to mention some lovely spruce trees. Now, this is Jorph's mod pack running a new mod, or at least a resurrection of an old mod, called RSMC. RuneScape, which was a really cool bucket mod back in the day, and I actually played it for a while. Pegasus set up a server back in 1.64, and it was really cool. It's a nice little mod with an interesting mechanic that was sort of different for once, which is always nice in Minecraft. And yeah, it's been resurrected for Forge. It's really good, very different and interesting. I've only scraped the surface of it, and this is a mod pack with other mods in it, so I've been sort of playing RSMC plus others. But it's sort of a total conversion mod in a way. It adds a lot. It adds a skill system. Here are my skills. My constitution is level 10, and I'm level 19 at mining, and I think that the skills go all the way up to 10, I think, with various perks along the way, rather like MC MMO did back in the day. So yeah, it adds skills, it revamps mining completely, it's got its own ores, trees, yeah, the skills, as I mentioned before, like, they affect almost every aspect of gameplay, so it's totally different. It's kind of a total conversion in that regard. Has some similarity to Terra Firmacraft actually, but it's not quite that hard, and I think it actually adds more content, more items and so on. It changes the world gen, although this mod pack has realistic world gen in, which is awesome. I think it's even better than alternate terrain gen, which is the mod that I used to use back in the day. I can't stand vanilla world gen, which I've mentioned in previous videos, and realistic world gen is truly realistic. About as good as you can get. The sun is rising in the east. Another beautiful day. Now, I've been playing on the server for about 2 days, or maybe like 2 sort of full nights. One of those nights where I just stay up all night playing Minecraft for the most part, and then I have a little nap and go to work. Sometimes I don't even do the nap part. So yeah, I haven't been playing on it long, but we got quite far. Jorph was playing on it for a while before. It's his server, his mod pack. He's sort of in control. I forgot where I was going with that. Typical. I should use some shaders. Square sun is charming, but also a bit jarring. Anyway, can't remember what I was talking about, which I do a lot, so let's just go through some of the changes. So, RSMC adds a whole bunch of trees, some of which you can see here. I'll turn the hotbar and everything back on. Got Whaler in the top left corner there, so you can see RSMC Return of the Gods. So this is just a log, brackets gen, according to Whaler. But you can see here, I think we've got some sort of maple-y kind of tree. Yep, maple. Lovely. Note to RSMC developers, if you can be the first mod to add maple syrup, I will be super, super amazed and pleased. Because, as far as I know, no mod does that, and that annoys me. So there's some other trees there. There's a wood cutting skill, so you can only cut down certain trees, and I think as your skill goes up and you can cut down different trees, you get a better plank yield. And I think that it burns for longer as well, so it's a better source of fuel. Jorph's been doing Twilight Forest, so here, which is quite cool. This is a time tree. Time wood clock. And you can see here I've got my sugarcane farm. I need to be using my super cool lumber axe, which has a vacuous effect. This is what I wanted to do on the Palamox server. If you've been watching me play Palamox, a tech mod pack, then you'll have heard me banging on about this. I made a lumber axe, and you can see my lumber axe there. It says vacuous 2 because I put 2 hoppers and 2 ender pearls on it, and that gives you like 1 ender pearl, 1 hopper. For your modifier, and it gives you like a vacuum effect which stacks, so it's really handy. So you can see here, this is one of my favourite things to do in Minecraft ever since Peg showed me the exploit. So you can see here There's the end of the spiral of trees that I planted. Whackety whackety whack. Boom! Wood, charcoal, apples, come to me. Look, isn't that just marvellous? And of course it's really helpful on a lumber axe such as this. And I'm hoping it stacks enough that I can just chop it down in the centre and everything just rushes towards me. So that's cool. Back to the timewood tree. I planted my sugarcane farm under it so it grows faster, and it definitely helps. It speeds it up by a fairly significant factor, I would say. Rotary craft is in the pack, and it's sort of blending quite well, actually. RSMC makes the early game quite a bit harder, rather like Terra Firma Craft does. But it's not as grindy as Terra Firma Craft, and it adds more content, so it's a bit more interesting. You can see here I've got some basic stuff set up. I'm grinding canola, netherrack, and sugarcane at the moment. Canola for lubricant for rotorycraft, netherrack as a source of gunpowder, because I noticed that you can put it in the centrifuge, which has stopped running. So let's get some more. Just whack that in. I'll be quite liberal with it, because why not? Yeah, so I can whack that in there, and it gets me gunpowder and sulfur, and I think glowstone, but there's like an 80% chance of getting gunpowder from it. You can see I've got a whole bunch of stuff in it. Quite a bit of gunpowder now, sulfur, bit of glowstone, and if you put dirt in it as well, which I'll do in case the fuel carries on long after the netherrack dust is in there. I haven't really automated this properly yet, but whatever. So you get byproducts, you get clay, sand, seeds from dirt. Got some Ender IO machinery there, got a solar panel up here with some cables to a basic capacitor bank. Had a Stirling generator which I used before I built the solar panel for basic fuel energy generation. Just pop some charcoal in it, as you do. And then the alloy smelter and the sag mill are the main two Ender IO machines. So that's basically like a furnace that also makes alloys, which is useful. Steel and so on. Sag mill just gives you silicon from sand and various byproducts from other materials, like you can grind gravel into flint and other things. And the painting machine, which is just for painting conduits, conduit facades even. Goddamn, I'm having so much fun on the server. Oh, check this out. I didn't even know these existed. Armourer's Workshop adds mannequins, and you can see this is Cater Owens, the founder of Laerad. His skin, and you can he's waving to us. That was a nice bit of serendipity. And here we have Pegasus, my best friend, and his lady Shanti, who sometimes plays Minecraft. She played on New Thing back in the day. I think she was possibly in a video or two. Yeah, those are really cool, those mannequins. I love them. Oh, and check out the penguin! They're so cute! I haven't shown my good lady these yet, but she is gonna go like super squee mode. I think we need to get some like ice and water for them so that they can slide around and... screenshot time. They're so cute. I remember way back when, probably 1.47 or something. No, wait, maybe 1.64, back in the early days. Jorph, I think there was like an owl and a penguin that he made. Probably from the same mod. In fact, what mod does it say? Penguin, no, it doesn't really say. Twilight Forest. That might have been it. So yeah, I've started doing rotary craft. It was a real grind early on, just getting gunpowder. Like, you could only really get gunpowder from creepers, basically. And you can only kill creepers until you got level 5 Slayer skill. So, like your blast furnace to turn iron into steel, that's the basic part of early game rotary craft. And getting the coal, again, you need a mining skill to get it. I think Jorph might have got around that in certain ways. Sand is easy enough. But yeah, real grindy. And I think, like, at first, like, these are RSMC ores, you see. And if you see that they don't actually disappear. Mine some copper. You can sneak mine it, like sneak left click, and you get a chance to harvest the block, otherwise it just breaks it. So this is how you mine ore in RSMC. And this is copper and tin, conveniently located next to each other, so you can make bronze for that. So that's your early game material, bronze in RSMC. It's quite interesting, the dynamic of the ore block actually staying there. I don't know whether they've got a finite or infinite. See, shouldn't it be finite? If it's infinite, finite. Finite doesn't sound right, but that's probably because of what I'm used to hearing. Anyway. So, yeah, got some iron ore. And you can see it doesn't drop, it just goes straight into your inventory, which is kind of nice. There you go. Some iron ore. Where is it? Copper ore. So, I'm going to pop those in here. Tin ore. You get scrap metal from smithing as well. We'll dump some other stuff. Some apples in there, because why not? The old barrels in the floor, which Peg did back in the day. I hadn't even thought about it. I always just put them in the walls, but that's Peg for you. It's a nice little spacer. He's sort of mildly obsessed with coming up with space-effective designs. He's like, oh, you need a machine? I'll try and fit it into the smallest possible space. Oh, I never replanted the saplings. Naughty, naughty. I don't... That's like a... practically griefing. Although it is... Ooh, hello, Jorph, hi.
So you can hear, okay.
I can hear you, yeah. You might want to boost your mic a bit, mate.
It's quiet?
It's coming over but kind of quiet, yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
Hopefully I'm coming over loud and clear.
You are.
Awesome. So yeah, Jorph has joined us on the community Mumble channel. Oh, I'm glad that Great Oak spawned, because now I've got a bigger spiral of... There we go.
That's as much as, that's as loud as it's gonna get.
Alright, okay.
Figure out how to change it to push to talk.
Yeah, you might want to do that if you've got background noise. I might try and boost your mic in the Mumble settings, but I also don't think I can be bothered. I can hear you, so it should come out okay. So yeah, how are you, man?
Good.
Good.
Good. Off betting. Okay. Sure.
So yeah, so Jorph set up the server. He's been sort of masterminding the config and everything. He's done a really good job as well. I think it's the first mod pack he's ever made. Oh, and I have to go unexpectedly. So until next time. Thanks for watching.